Good morning, wee unicorns. It's Friday the 15th of January 2021 and it's time for our assembly. Happy New Year, everyone. We haven't seen each other because we're back to home learning and it's not the start for 2021 that we all wanted, but we're going to make the most of it and try and get through it together. So I hope you manage to have some kind of celebration at New Year. What is New Year? It's the first day of the new year and it's celebrated as a holiday in almost every country in the world. It's a fun time sharing with friends, remembering the past and hoping for good things in the future. You can just about see the clock behind my head and it's when it strikes 12 o'clock midnight on the 31st of December that we celebrate and bring in the new year. People resolve to make themselves better in the new year. And it's still a custom today to make a list of resolutions. Have you made any New Year's resolutions? New Year is celebrated all over the world, although not necessarily at the same time as it is here in the UK. The Chinese, Egyptian, Roman and Jewish years all have different start dates. In Scotland it's called Hogmanay and many of you may have celebrated in your own homes this year. Did anybody stay up till after midnight to see the new year in? These are the words of a very famous song called Auld Lang Syne, and people sing it not just in Scotland but all over the world at Hogmanay and other special occasions as well. So there are a couple of verses here in the chorus. If you want to give it a little go, you can pause the video and have a little sing along in your own home. As we said already, New Year is celebrated all over the world. So here are lots of different languages and the words to wish people Happy New Year in the different languages. Give it a go, pause the video, see how many you can do. I really hope they're all accurate. I did use Google to try them out. I won't try saying them all myself because I'm not sure I would be able to pronounce it all in the right way. But there's obviously loads of other languages and you might know some other ways to wish people Happy New Year in different languages. So give it a go, see how many you can manage. New Year's resolutions. Is there anything that you would like to get better at this year? Is there anything that you may like to give up? Or could you be more helpful in any way? Here are some examples that you might want to try. I will work harder at school or even at home when you're doing your home learning. I will eat more vegetables and less sweets. That's a good one for all of us. I will do some more exercise. That's the one that I got this year and I've actually been running a bit. I will try to keep my bedroom tidy. I bet there's lots of parents who are thinking, oh yes, please do that one. I will stop biting my fingernails. Maybe that's a habit you've started and you need to try and stop it. I will smile more. That would be a good one for everybody, especially during these difficult times. I will always get my work finished on time. That's a tricky one for all of us, but a good one to try. And I will be kinder to my brother or sister. The next part of our assembly is going back to our Building Resilience programme. Back in November, Mrs Goddard did the Talk Things Over launch assembly. So this is just a chance to look back on that and to think about what we learned then and to put it into practice, remind ourselves to put it into practice to help us build our resilience. Here's a little quote to have a think about. You can't change yesterday, but you can ruin today by worrying about tomorrow. Take some time to think what that means. Yesterday's past and we can't go back and change anything about it. But if we keep worrying about what happened yesterday, we're going to spoil today. And likewise, if we keep worrying about what might happen tomorrow, we're going to spoil today. So it's really important that we focus on the present, focus on right now and the good things that are happening today. So in this unit of building resilience, we're reminding ourselves to talk things over. At times we all feel worried, but if worries are not dealt with, they can sometimes get out of control. And if you're struggling, then it's really important to ask for help. What do you worry about? Even small worries can feel huge, but once we get them out of our head, they can feel a lot more manageable. How do you feel about asking for help? It sometimes needs courage to ask for help, so go on, be brave. What is one thing that helps you deal with worries? It can be different for different people. But remember, when we feel worried or anxious, we can help ourselves by speaking to our backup team, the people around us that we trust and we know that they will help us. Writing down your worries can help too. If you place them in a worry jar so that you don't need to keep thinking about them. Just knowing that your worries are contained in the jar can free you from thinking about them. In school, lots of classrooms have worry monsters, and we're able to write down our worries and put them in the worry monster. And then the teachers know that they'll go and check the worry monster and can help someone who needs some help. At home, maybe a worry jar or a worry cup or something like that might be something that you and your family can create and pop your worries in there, and then you don't have to think about them anymore. Skipper has a story about someone who has a huge worry. It's called Ruby's Worry, and it's written by Tom Percival. And on the Learning Journal post, the link is there for you to watch this story on YouTube. We're nearly finished the assembly, but I want you to think about what you can do to help you if you've got things that you're worried about. Remember, talking to someone gets a worry out into the open, and that's when it can be dealt with and can be managed, and it might just go away and stop being a worry. So please do talk to someone. And if you can't talk to people at the moment because of lockdown, maybe you can try a telephone call or write them a text. I know a lot of you have been joining your teachers on the Teams meetings, and that might be a way to share a worry. And if you want to keep your chat with some of your classmates going, then maybe you could ask your adults to set up an arrangement for you to meet using some kind of media, whether it's Teams or Zoom or something like that. So do remember, keep talking about your worries, and it helps to make them go away. So our last slide, as usual, is the happy birthday slide. And I want to wish a very happy birthday to everybody that's had a birthday during the holidays or in January since we've been back at school, but not back at school. So I hope you've managed to have a lovely birthday. I know that it's not the same as when we've got the freedom to go out and see all our friends and do all the things we want to do. But I hope you still manage to have a very happy birthday. And I'll see you again soon. Keep working hard, keep smiling, and keep talking to each other. Bye.